filing my taxes that if you've got a kid in college, did you know you can claim the cost of their tuition fees?
100%. My kid's going to A&M right now.
We didn't know that. Our
Up until
accountant
26.
did not tell us that you need a T98
Mm-hmm.
and then you can claim the full cost.
Yeah, we'll revise your taxes.
It's my, I'm donating my money so she can go to school, so you can write it off. 100.
That's fucking unbelievable.
You can probably go back 4 years. I don't know how long it was. You didn't write it off, but you probably go back that far. You get that money from Uncle Sam.
You can do it to both of them.
And then turn it around and invest
Well, the
it.
best part is
Yes, in another house.
she's doing 4 years, and this is her 3rd year, so there's 2 years.
Yeah, so you're good. You can probably get all the money back.
Unbelievable.
I'm a UT guy. My daughter went to A&M. It's just
What did she study, A&M?
biomedical something. The abbreviation is actually bitch. It's funny. Like, so when I write the check, it says for bitch course.
What's the...
It's like biotechnology something. It's to do with like being a doctor and seeing further through
I always
using the
wanted to be a vet,
scopes.
and A&M's supposed to be the best place to go to be a vet.
Yes, it is. Or LSU
Yeah.
in this area. Yeah. Those are two.
That's what I wanted to do, was to be a vet, but I didn't fancy sticking my hand up a dog's ass or something.
That's what you're worried about, not about the fact that you have to put them down sometimes?
Well, actually, I feel like both are pretty bad.
Did you know, I actually read an article the other day that they reckon that the number of suicides in vets is very high.
I can imagine.
It's actually really high, right?
Yeah, because it affects their mental illness.
Because animals are just, generally
Oh,
just sweet.
I can't handle it when I've got to put my own down, let alone somebody else's.
We have to pet away. Okay, we are up.
Are we running?
Yes, we are.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Olympian Table. I'm here with my two good friends today. And how we doing, Laura?
Doing quite well. How are you?
Good. How you doing, sir?
Always great.
Living the dream?
I told you this already. Every day.
Living the dream every day. Introduce yourself,
I'm Chase, sales
because I
manager.
never get your name right.
You can. You just choose not to. I'm Chase with Lone Star Mortgage. This is my better half with Lone Star Mortgage.
There you go. That's very polite. That's very polite.
Yeah.
Okay. And the first article we're going to talk about today, can you bring it up, Kay? We have Kay twiddling the buttons in the back. Is this lady that really got upset because she doesn't want to do a 9-to-5 job.
Is she crying on the video?
Yes.
For being so dramatic and annoying, but this is my first job, like my first 9-to-5 job after college, and I am in person, and I'm commuting in the city, and it takes me fucking forever to get there. There's no way I'm gonna be able to afford living in the city right now, so that's off the table. Like, fucking duh! If I was able to walk to work, it'd be fine, but I'm not. So it literally takes me, like, I leave here, like, I get on the train at 7:30, and I don't get home till, like, 6:15 earliest, and then, like, I don't have time to do anything. I want to shower, eat my dinner, and go to sleep. I don't have time or energy to cook my dinner either. Like, I don't have energy to work out. Like, that's out the window. Like, I'm so upset. Oh my god. Nothing to do with my job at all, but just, like, the 9-to-5 schedule in general is crazy. Being in the office 9-to-5, like, if it was remote, you get off at 5, and you're home, and everything's fine. But, like, I'm not home. It takes me long to get home, and, like people that drive to the office, like, it doesn't, you don't get off at 5, and I know it could be worse, I know I could be working longer, but, like, I literally get off, it's pitch black, like, I don't have energy. How do you have friends?
Wait,
like, how do you have time
she's
to,
taking
like,
public transportation, right?
meet,
Like
Yeah.
that,
like,
okay, so.
a guy? I don't know, like, how do you have time for, like,
She probably
dating?
lives in
Like,
New
I don't
York
have
or
time for anything.
It's fine,
I'm, like,
just
so
imagine if she
stressed
didn't have
out.
that.
And I'm also
Like,
getting
it was,
serious.
you had to drive your
That's
own
why
car.
I'm all emotional, but, like, am I so dramatic? It's fine.
So, comments. Open table.
I feel for her. She seems very distressed. And this is probably her first experience of paying a bill or knowing the value of money.
adult responsibilities.
Yeah.
She's going through an adulting phase, I call it.
I think it's something that a lot of younger people go through because they're used to sort of, staying home, staying time on the computer. I do think it's a problem in the US of public transport, because I don't think it's in our interests I think people need to use public transport, but the reason why, believe it or not, I don't use public transport is because under every bus stop you've got a homeless person sleeping, and I don't feel waiting for the next bus to come along, alright? I think it's something that we mismanage, but to be perfectly honest, for like girls like this that need to get to work, that's what I liked about when I lived in New York, is you use the public transport and you can get anywhere.
It's like 60% of the whole city uses it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty
I mean,
big.
it's a very efficient system. The only efficient system that there is in New York is a yellow cab. That's very much, but I feel for her and I understand what she's saying, but my honest opinion is, and what my dad always said was, get on with it, live with it. You're a big girl now.
Yeah.
I mean, you made a good point earlier on before the air when you turned around and said, if I work, I don't just work from 9 to 5. I got a call this morning at 7:30. I got a call the other night at 2:30 in the morning from somebody in China that's selling their property. So you answer your calls, you work, you make hay while the sun shines, and you. I don't really, although I sympathise with her, I do not see a point. Like, get over it.
Does anyone else get like 10 deals sent to them as soon as you land on vacation? Like every time you go on vacation.
I closed the biggest transaction in my life when I was in
Disneyland. Like I've done it all, but you're like, okay, I've been slow for a few weeks. Let me go on vacation. And as soon as you clock out and you have 14 people calling you, and you're like, that happens every time.
I closed my biggest deal that I've ever closed. It was a 6-digit number, and it closed.
6-digit number?
Yeah, 6-digit
one transaction.
Number, one transaction, and basically.
What did you sell? A state?
No, an apartment complex. And basically, it didn't close when it should have done. The following day, we was flying to Disney, so we flew out to Disney, and then I think I was there. We just got to the Magic Kingdom, and I get a call to say they've closed early. It's funded.
And then you get on It's a Small World.
And I'm like, really? But I mean, the truth of the matter is, I do think sometimes you've got to take some me time, is what I call it. But the truth of the matter is,
she said that this was her first job out of college and things like that. I'm pretty sure that she lives in New York because she said she can't afford to live in the city at all. So she either lives in New York or a very metropolitan area. But at the same time, I think I kind of agree with you. It's one of those things where it's like, find a way to begin your own business or put your skills to a certain, put it to something else.
But you know what I find I feel there's a trend, and I think the trend is that successful people find how to solve problems. People who want to whine, and people that are, there's some people out there that have got a genuine problem that need help. Yeah. I'm not disputing that, but successful people solve problems. There's some people out there that don't realise it, but they actually cause problems because they're not solving the problems. And I think successful people solve problems.
When I lived in Austin, I think I can say it now, it's been like a year or two. I used to work for Facebook, and we used to work from home for the most part. But then when they wanted us to go in the office, I was just having meltdowns, and I was like, I can't do this. So I saved up a bunch of my money and all my bonuses, and that's why I live here now, and that's why I do this.
There's a lot of people in that situation that, you know, the offices are now asking them to come back in, and they're throwing in their jobs.
Yeah, I mean, it's also because, like, you know, it is like a utopia, but also it's like they have the strictest rules on planet Earth. When you go into that building, you have to put you have to put all of your electronics in a locker. Like, depending, you can't have a book with you. Like, it's ridiculous. The desks are shared. You can't even have a pen or pencil to write stuff down because they don't want you to write down anything that you see. Everything has to be done on the computers.
My son has a job with a Dallas company, and he basically represents this area, and basically they put the calls through to him, so he has to be at that desk from 10 to 7 at night. All right.
Is it IT support or
product support? And basically, if there's calls, he has to answer them. He has to see what's in inventory. You know, he might put them on hold and says, "Well, let me see what's in inventory." He'll arrange the delivery. You know, then he puts them through with the finance department, and then the finance department will arrange that. But there's different products that they sell, and it's a Dallas-based company, and they've grown a lot. And you know, he loves it, basically working at home. Personally, as a father, I feel he's getting spoiled.
working from home?
Yeah. I don't think he's valuing the true value of a job.
It's more of a routine.
Because if something breaks and what he's used to, his expectations of that, you understand? Alright, he's fallen now with his feet on the floor, and he's happy. You know, mentally, he's happier than he's ever been. Because before he was working for me. Alright? But now he's not, he's working for this particular company. Best of luck to him. But I think if he can't find a job up to their expectations, moving forward, he's going to have a problem.
Or just being set in the role he's in, or not growing?
I think there's a path that you take. Traditionally, there's a path that you take. And this is going to sound really gross what I'm going to tell you, okay? I grew up, obviously in a different time, but we couldn't really afford ice skating like I did. So there was, because I had a sympathetic manager, he would let me do things in the rink, which I thought was more through sympathy, but he was to tell me how to earn it. That might involve mopping the floors, cleaning toilets. I mean, not about the potties, but you know, the sinks and stuff. But I learned to value through that, growing up.
Yeah.
Alright, because I learned what I think is lacking in a lot of, and I'm picking my words here, with a lot of young individuals is financial value. You know, I think the value of them valuing a particular thing, I think is worth a lot more.
Yeah.
But I don't think they do, if they don't get up off their butt and they literally walk from their bed to their computer, that's not much of an effort to get to work.
But once you're there, are you locked in and working and giving the effort to make the job?
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
there's some people that can't do that.
If somebody calls, I can't. I've got to go to work.
Yeah.
I have to go to work to feel like I've valued my day.
Okay. You need maybe the human interaction.
Right, absolutely. And I leave with, you know, I'm thinking of retiring from the real estate. Not now, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I really don't know. You know, but the truth of the matter is I still want to work part-time.
Because you don't want to be home the whole day.
I can't, no, I could be with my wife anyway.
I knew it was coming soon.
Oh, God.
Oh, she agrees, she don't want me in the house.
I don't know who's arguing with who right now. Like, yes, I have to agree, I knew it was coming.
But you know, it is what it is. But anyway, let's move on.
It's the same though. It's you're kind of right because it's basically what that girl was kind of complaining about, like you said with your son, where she's never experienced anything like this, and it's almost like she's got
It's a shock
spoiled.
to the system.
Yeah, and so it's kind of the same thing.
And
where,
do you know, even my wife makes the comment, especially now the nights are getting darker, all right? You know, she says, well, I don't get home till 6 or 7 at night, you know, and it's dark when I get home. Well, have a guess what? Stephen's home and he's done all the cooking by that time. You know, so, you know, fed the dogs and done the cooking. So she gets to do the dishes, which is good.
It's like half and half, right? So if I cook, my wife does dishes, she cooks, I do
Does your
dishes.
wife do the same?
Yeah, half and half.
Yeah, that's good.
I just wish when I do the laundry, I put it from washer to dryer, bring it out. She's supposed to fold it and put it away. She just folds it.
My wife does the same thing,
She just leaves it
but she
there.
does the washing and the drying.
I do the wash and dry. My wife just doesn't. And then my kids come down and they have like 7 baskets to bring upstairs.
Oh, my kids do their own washing. I don't want to see them doing this.
Neither do I. But it's the deal we made.
Absolutely. If they got any skid marks on them, they can keep them to themselves.
oh my god.
I am
Oh,
not
jeez.
detailed looking that much when I'm throwing stuff in the wash.
That's why I don't want to even deal with them. They can deal with their own. All right. Something I wanted to bring up now. What's this?
Millionaire.
Okay. It was reported this week in Yahoo Finance that the standard American household is now a millionaire. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't understand this article. It may be hard to believe that while money is so tight and the cost of living in crisis, but the average American household has achieved millionaire status. To be precise, the mean net worth of an American household adjusted for inflation was 1.06 million in 2022, according to the Federal Reserve Consumer.
We have before
Finance.
write-offs.
In comparison, in 2019, the mean net worth of an average household was 868,000, marking it a 23% jump. Now, if it's the median household,
We're talking about like the billions on the east and west coast, I'm assuming.
yeah, that's what it is. It's the,
That's the one
I
inflating
think
it.
what's happening is, and this is why this is coming out, is the billionaires are making more. The people that are working, you know, in just your general jobs, and there's nothing wrong with working in a general job, or your middle class, you know, aren't getting the increases that they need. And so that's why I think the median price has increased. All that does is really confirm what I've always thought.
But read what it says further. It says still 3.5 million people lost millionaire status last year. Did you keep reading?
So it's just they're just looking at the.
Oh, the
they're
write-offs
counting
came in.
Jeff
There's the
Bezos.
write-offs. There we go.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the Uncle Sam.
Where does it say that?
Booming
Right there.
housing market.
We have sufficient higher. We have boosted on the top 10% earners. You have net worth of more than 6.63 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many bank statements do you think we look at a month? What do you say? 50 to 100 maybe?
Yeah,
How
probably
many
so.
do you think have ever had 6.63 million?
2
Not a month.
in a year.
And
2 in a year, honestly.
they said, okay, average?
Yeah, because
That's not an average.
Yeah.
The way these numbers are saying, the top 10% had 6.63 million, and the bottom like 10% was $5,000. So it's
That's
like
just a ridiculous number. I mean, how can somebody live on $5,000?
they're probably not, but they have to be roommates. There's so many people who have roommates and
I mean,
little
what
studio
I think people don't get is when you get people living on low figures like 5,000, and you know what, you don't pay taxes, I think, under $12,000. But I mean, if people are living on that sort of money, what mental stress do they live under? They must be
A lot
living
more.
under a huge amount of stress.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, because they haven't got enough money for the next bill. They're living paycheck to paycheck. And do you think that contributes to the level of mental stress in the US at the moment?
100%.
Yeah.
Financial stress probably could be the
And then
worst.
people turn around and say, go see a specialist. Do you know how expensive it is to go see a specialist?
If I don't have enough money to not be stressed about it, why would I pay more?
Right.
They don't have money to go to a specialist.
Definitely don't see that 6.63 million.
I'm just,
Yeah. This is.
That can't
I
be
don't,
just
I'm
here.
not
That has to
agreeable
be
with
everywhere.
this.
Yeah, I don't. I still don't understand like the article. Like it just, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense to me. Like
Well, the median price
it's still.
isn't the average price.
Yeah, the median is the average.
No,
When
it's not.
Median money.
No, it's not. Median and average are different.
It's like they're just doing the math out of the top percentage, and it's what?
Apparently, this was published by Fortune, so that's where that article came
Yeah.
from.
But it says the typical American household is worth $192,900.
Which that makes more sense.
I think that's more realistic
Yeah. So I don't know.
because we spoke about this before on the Olympian Table and also the Texas Real Estate Show of how much it takes to purchase a home in the Houston area. What was it the other week?
$91,000.
$91,000.
Yeah.
Do you think that's average for our area?
Per year.
You're going to the
Joint
whole area of use, all homes, yeah, that'd be fair.
To 91 grand.
But if you're speaking about a certain, definitely could be more.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
just think that that's silly. I think this is the most misleading article on planet Earth.
Well, most
think it's
articles they
crazy.
post on these kind of sites are just to get people to
Get
view
clicks.
it. Clicks,
Yeah.
clicks, so the content, is why we kind of go through it and talk about it.
Yeah, and it's like the other one that it was saying that the interest rates were lower.
I told
So
you there's sort of issues in the UK. In the UK, the number of millionaires fell by 440,000 to 2.6 million. The third largest fall behind Japan, which dropped from 3.2 million to 2.6. Meanwhile, the number of individuals globally with more than 500 million fell by
50 million.
By 50 million, fell by 22,500 to 243,000. Let me ask you a question. A very good friend of mine has a business in England. He got the business actually from his father. I haven't seen the guy for 25 years, 30 years. But his business has really struggled and gone under because what's happened, not gone under, but it's still there, but it's struggling. And they've laid off a lot of people this year. And the basic reason is because of the imports that you've got coming in from Asia and China. They make light fittings.
So they're just importing wherever the manufacturing process is cheapest.
Yeah.
And as long as you allow it to
They
happen,
haven't got the quality that,
business is business. It is what it is.
so it's a shame because, his father was a good guy. But
Business is cutthroat now.
Mhm.
It's really, it always has been, but now we understand it more.
I've got to bring this up. I think
Mhm.
it's a different person. Do you think when Trump put on his tax for China, do you think it helped us or do you think it? Because the tax originally was, we ended up paying.
You mean like where we did not
on their
allow?
imports? On their imports.
Are we asking,
imposed
did
a
it
tax.
help the country as a whole?
Do you think it helped us?
Yes,
Yeah.
as a country as a whole, small business owners maybe, or people that were manufacturing items that potentially were being made in China. If they now had a fair market.
Because there was a lot of manufacturers that made bikes and stuff like that said it didn't help their business.
Same with the car imports, and that's why our car industry went up so expensive, because we couldn't get a lot of the cheap items we were getting for technology from that part, because we're trying to adhere. So yeah, I mean, I agree, but if you let it play out, do we know that these companies could not have been able to manufacture and make enough products to keep us subline and not needing anyone else to import into? We don't know, but I feel that any country that allows like 4 or 5 year olds to work full-blown 40-hour weeks, full-blown labor, and they produce a product that is able to be shipped here and charged 10 times less than what would be charged if an adult made it here, and that tax potentially made it fair for both companies. I would say that would potentially sound like over the long run it would be more beneficial for the Americans.
Okay, let me ask you a question, which is sort of a little bit off balance again. Who was the biggest electric car manufacturer in the world in 2022?
Just to guess, I would probably say Ford or Chevy. It's not going to be Tesla.
Go on. I
Is
know
it
you're
Hyundai?
you're into your gas guzzlers. You're into your gas guzzlers, I know.
My gas guzzlers?
He just
No, I don't
doesn't
have
like
gas
what we
guzzlers.
like he
No.
drives his
Toyota?
bicycle.
No. Ever heard of a company called BYD?
They own quite a few companies though.
BYD.
No.
Chinese-
Remember, I'm not a
the-
car
the
person, so that
Chinese
would be Courtney.
Conglomerate is the largest EV company based on the nearly 1.9 million EVs it's manufactured in 2022 according to EV volumes.
Does that company own any other car companies, or
no.
just that one?
No, it's the only. It sold more EVs in China than any other company. Tesla built 1.3 EVs in 2022, the most of a US company and second most in the world. Volkswagen, GM, and Stellantis, which I think is Chrysler, round out the top EV manufacturers. Because I was expecting it to be Tesla, to be perfectly honest.
For the world, yeah. Well, I knew there was going to be some Asian company coming through. But I always thought like it's kind of like a GM product where they own like 6 different car names.
I thought
Right,
you
so-
were gonna say that company that built that little go-kart that she wanted to buy for $4,000.
But the interesting part is in 2020, in 2020,
Get you a bicycle.
in 2023, the top EV manufacturer is Tesla. The second is BYD.
Your neighbor.
The third one is
Well, you live next to Tesla.
The third one is GAC
We gotta get that kind of money.
Aon, and 4 is Volkswagen. I know Volkswagen they're moving up. They've increased their manufacturing in Europe because Europe's going, what do they call it, zero carbon or something by 2025.
I think I've been hearing that for a while.
Yeah, they're ahead of America as far as electric cars go.
I'm gonna get the biggest diesel truck next week. Just to have it. Jack it up so loud, just to have it.
Yeah.
Then park
And
it in
then-
front of the office
But
next to
He told me.
next
No,
to
he gave me a
Steven's
folder. I can park right next to the handicap thing with that folder.
But
right
I'll give
there.
you a question. When
You bring
electric-
that truck and I'll bring the Toyota and we'll
Okay,
park it in
very
front.
good.
when electric vehicles become more popular, which I think is inevitable, okay, do you think the cost of gas is going to go up or do you think it's going to go down?
It's gonna go down.
Down.
See, I don't think so. I think the opposite will happen.
We're gonna have so much abundance of it, and no one's gonna need it. So it's gonna yeah, maybe there.
It's
then-
gonna go to 99 cents
It's
like
gonna be
it used to be.
Well, why would I buy it? I
Indeed.
don't actually need it. Like, you know, so if
I think the price of it will. I think it'll go up.
maybe for a little while.
I think it's gonna drop.
I don't feel like anyone is gonna go full electric. I just don't feel like it.
Well, the infrastructure's not there, but they've got the infrastructure in Europe, but they haven't got the infrastructure in.
But think about how much that collapses, like the economy. Like, let's say we cured every disease. Think of how much that would collapse our economy. just those
What do
kind
you
of
mean? We can't even vote a Congress in, let alone worry about things like
we
that.
can't even get a Congress to go there until they find a speaker, so we don't even talk about that one, right? Like, it's going to keep rolling
How
down.
many days we got left before we all...
I think it's like 11 or something like that, yeah. I was watching that last night and I was like, this is hilarious.
It's ridiculous. I mean,
Right
this is
before
just...
Thanksgiving.
And everyone keeps saying, we're all ready to go back to work. And you're like, we're talking to him from Vegas. Sounds like you want to go back to DC right now, bro.
for sure.
Unbelievable.
But speaking of cars, we're going to talk about cruise because we talked about it last week.
Yeah, let's talk about California suspends cruise operations.
So I thought this was really interesting because they got suspended because of, them being a robo-taxi company. But the reason that they got suspended is actually really insane. And I'm so sorry to laugh, but a pedestrian got hit by a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the cruise car tried to do a pullover maneuver, and the pedestrian got stuck underneath the cruise car and got dragged 20 feet underneath the car. They were stuck. So the car couldn't even read. It's funny.
Was the reason the person under the car the car's fault or the person's fault?
So the guy got hit by a car first.
Was he
Like
like
a real
crossing
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
street?
he was crossing the street, he was
illegally,
jaywalking.
I don't know. There's no information on exactly how he got hit by the first car.
I mean, driving 20 feet, okay. He couldn't brake fast enough. Let's give him some credit in the technology. But I swear, if you go down Westheimer, you will see more people being hit because they're jaywalking across from, like, I would say maybe Dunvale to Chimney Rock in that just Westheimer section.
Well, the other day, I think I told you this, or I told Kay this. There was one day I was driving home, and there was a schoolgirl walking across the street, no school zone, no nothing, with her headphones on a phone, just walking across, and it's on green. Just walking across. It's a red light from where she is.
Yeah.
Walk across, and I waved at her politely to sort of say, can you hurry up? And she just sticks her finger up at me.
You're number one.
And I'm thinking, is that really what we're producing these days?
Yeah,
where's the courtesy?
Everyone's time is more valuable than
Where
yours.
is the courtesy? I mean, she's just in her own life on her phone. It's like when I went to McDonald's the other day. Somebody's got earphones on, and they've got their phone and they're working.
Oh, while you're talking to them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
How
good.
can they take my order? How can they get their life together and work when they've got,
distractions
Yeah.
everywhere? Does anyone go to McDonald's unless you go to Walmart? That's the only time I'll ever go to McDonald's was when I walk into a Walmart. I just go by and get like a hot chicken sandwich. No
I don't even
mayonnaise.
go to Walmart.
Oh, I go to
Okay,
Walmart.
you
You don't go to Wally World? Oh,
No.
I like to walk
Who
around.
goes to
just-
Walmart?
I
There's
like to watch
insane
people's-
people there.
No.
You want
go
to
to
just have a
Walmart.
good time, just walk around.
There's
Like,
cray people.
That's why you go.
No.
Interesting.
No, they will hit my car. No. I don't do
There
that.
used to be a guy when my wife used to go to Walmart who used to follow her around all the time.
When I go to Walmart, it's probably like during school, before school starts, where they have all those sales for school supplies and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I'll go on a Sunday morning at 7
You know
o'clock
you
in the
can just
morning
door deliver it for free.
to pick it up.
Everything.
Yeah,
And
but
it's cheaper.
I just
I
don't.
think it's cheaper.
They have more discounts if
What?
you use
Just-
the Walmart app.
Really?
I don't know.
Hmm.
We were going
Interesting.
to the beach house, and my youngest was like, "Dad, I forgot my bathing suit." And I was like, "We're going to the beach house, and you forget your bathing suit." So the Walmart in Galveston is like 16 miles from our beach house. Before we even got to the beach house, they already dropped off a bathing suit and left, and it was all for free. And I was like, "Wait, we can do this for everything?" And once I found that out, I don't think I've been in a grocery store
Okay.
That's what I do with
for-
HEB.
for a
Here's
few
the backstory of that incident. It said that the woman got struck by the cruise vehicle after being hit by a human driving vehicle.
Yeah.
So technically, it wasn't the smart car's fault.
No.
Yes, it kind of is because she got stuck
Technically-
underneath the vehicle and got dragged 20 feet.
Okay, but
Like I
if
said, it takes a while to
somebody,
break. Okay, think about if you're running 30 miles an hour. How long can you it's gonna take. Let's say it maybe dragged an extra 10.
it says that the pedestrian was lying on the street.
After she got hit. But a normal, like, if you were in a car and you saw a pedestrian on the street, you'd be able to stop. But the car.
But I don't feel like if I'm going 30 miles an hour, would I be able to stop at 20 feet?
That's what I was gonna say.
Maybe,
For example, if you're
let's say
driving
8
right
to 10.
down Westheimer and a car in front of you hits a pedestrian, like
You rear in the car.
you're gonna rear the car, or like if the person flies over, then you're just gonna
Have you had any
probably.
other problems with Tesla drivers? Because I've had problems with some Tesla drivers.
Tesla drivers.
And I think they have it on automatic drive.
Well, I do that all the time. As far as any car I'm in. Like I do with my Jag all the time. Where I can't get too close or I can't swerve lanes.
Well, the
and I just
biggest
push it.
problem-
Oh yeah, bad. Yeah.
Literally, I just sit there and I'm just like on the
All right,
phone.
James.
And
All right, James. The biggest.
Yeah, my car has that too, but I
I
don't
love
really-
it. It's like the greatest thing
You know,
ever.
one of the biggest problems, though, I think in America that has in England, we appreciate the flow of the traffic. What do I mean by that? You've got the slow lane, you've got the medium lane, and you've got the overtaking lane, which is on this side. Well,
And that's
this
where
is-
slow drivers
Right.
on.
Over here it is,
Yeah, I was like, I don't
but
know.
over
Oh.
here it pisses me off.
I
You've got-
actually am able to go faster when I'm in what is called the exit lane. You got the exit,
Yes.
the travel, and the passing. When I'm in the exit lane, I'm able to go a lot faster than
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the travel lane or the
Right,
passing
but
lane.
technically that's illegal.
Well, a lot
Yes.
of things is illegal. Going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit
but
is
I-
illegal.
I've taken my driving test twice. I've taken
Wait,
it
what?
in California and I've taken it in Texas. In California, they teach you the different lanes. On the Texas driving exam, they do not teach you that information.
Did
So
you pass
a lot-
both tests though?
I did pass them. I just didn't do the driving.
I was waiting to hear. Well,
She already said she doesn't drive, so I was like,
I just didn't do the driving portion.
I was like, if we're
The
getting
one thing my
lessons from
family
someone who
don't
doesn't
drive.
drive about driving, like,
My sister tried to get her driver's license, and this is so bad, but she crashed the the driver instructed car. She crashed it 5 times, and she was barred from learning how to drive until she was 25 years old. This is when she was 16. So they banned her
Wait, you got
from
5
taking the
wrecks?
driving test
5 wrecks, 5 tests, 5
until
wrecks.
she was 25. she never learned how to drive, and she's 42 now.
Yeah, she's just applied to be a taxi driver.
Oh my god. Did she pick me up for Uber this morning?
And my mom never drives, so we just don't drive. It's just a thing. I don't know. But this is what Laura is expecting when she goes to Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole reason I go with my FaceTime
Oh,
live on
missed
the
it.
whole time.
No, I don't like crazy
It was
people.
Daisy Dukes with some
There you
tattoos
go.
on.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is a man.
Well, look, we cannot
Something.
we cannot say that. We think it might be that he says he's a man.
Do you know what I like about Jeff Dunham and Walter says
Mm?
about Walmart?
Mm.
He says, "Get your shit and you know those greeters, get your shit and get out of here."
Yeah. And they don't ever check your receipts ever.
No, I just don't go because there's a lot of upset people, and I don't.
You don't like upset.
You don't deal with that
every day.
that sort of.
Oh,
No, I walk
For your
away.
9 to 5.
I don't have
She's
to
like
see
that.
them.
She's like that when she comes into.
I don't
my
have to
office.
see them.
It's
So
always nice.
I
Smiling.
choose not to go to Walmart to not see angry people.
All right.
I like HEB more though.
Can we move on, Kay?
Yeah, I just have one thing. I know we're going to talk about Halloween costumes, but I actually just wanted to talk about Laura's literal worst nightmare.
Why?
So there was like a YouTuber, right? And people were making fun of her content, whatever. So she went to the person's house. She found out where the person lived, and she took a photo of their house, and she was like, oh, I just want to talk to this person, or, I just want to talk. But she basically outed their address, and, that's illegal to do on the internet. And so I just wanted to know how you guys felt about it, because she's a huge person. Like, she has 34 million subscribers on YouTube. And so let's see. I just wanted to know what you guys is
About giving her address out?
yeah, about not her address but his address. She
The
went
owner
to
of the
his
house?
house. Yeah, she went to
She
his
shouldn't
house.
be giving it out.
Yeah.
That's my
and-
opinion.
Did Sniper Wolf just dox Jack Films? Because on Sniper Wolf's Instagram story, she posted a poll and it said, "Should I visit Jack Films? He's only 5 minutes away from my shoe." And then Jack posted on Twitter and said, "Sniper Wolf just doxed me on her Instagram story. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk content creators. At YouTube, demonetize this creator or just get her off the platform completely." Then Sniper Wolf saw the tweet and said this on her Instagram story again. "This creep has been harassing me for months, then plays victim and says I threatened him when all I wanted was just to talk to him. This time when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills."
So I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that, because what she did was she posted his address and then, or his house and everything, and she deleted it afterwards. So this video didn't mention it, but she deleted the post afterwards. But I mean, she's got 34 million subscribers, so it's
YouTube
like,
should take her off the.
what, right?
Isn't
And
that
she's
like-
monetized.
That's
She
crossing the boundaries, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
You shouldn't be disclosing information if nobody wants to,
In our
be disclosed.
our neighborhood, they used to post pictures of people's cars when they were driving like jerks through the neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
and then we had to stop because
Yeah, they have to frost out.
So now they just mark out the license plate, like whoever this jerk is driving 75 miles an hour through the school zone, and then they go to the house and they scratch it again. I'm like,
Okay, the last one on there.
They still post it in my neighborhood page.
they post license plate too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no,
They're
very
like,
last one,
this
so-
person almost ran over a kid, or this person just.
I
Ran
want to
over
know
a
what
kid.
these guys' thoughts are on this.
130 million people. Very diverse, very heterogeneous in terms of everything, in terms of backgrounds, traditions, the way we live, our values. A gun specifically designed to be wielded by babies. Specifically an assault rifle style semi-automatic long gun made to look kind of like the civilian version of the U.S. military issue M4 rifle.
Wait,
but
what? A
sized
civilian
down.
military
So
issue?
like,
How does that even make any sense?
toddlers can use them.
AR
Toy
are
guns,
coming
not
out with a
like
junior
super soaker
AR-15.
squirt guns.
I think if you are trained correctly with guns, it's okay. All my daughters know how to shoot better than I do.
AR-15 will now meet the JR-15.
But look at that
as in
marketing.
The junior AR-15.
I love the skull with the pink ponytail, so they want kids to buy guns before, or have the parents
That's what
buy
they
them
want.
guns?
As in little.
Just broadening a market,
Until
maybe.
recently, they had logos for the little girls and little boys version of this gun for babies. The logos were this little kid's skull and
So this is
bones
what I like to
pacifier
ask.
for boys, and this little skull and bones pacifier with a crossbone, with a pacifier for girls. Because watch any kid
I wanna get a free hat and a pacifier.
before they can start kicking.
Let me ask you a question then. How do you stop the gun violence in the US?
You stop the mental issues.
Yep.
You go to prison, people get stabbed all the time. There's no guns there. There's deaths all the time. Then you go anywhere, people are sick enough to kill someone, they're gonna figure out a way to do it. I've seen bombs, stabbing, poisoning, you can go through all times.
What's your opinion?
I agree with that.
At no point has ever it been because of the way of the death until now, because they can potentially control it. No, we gotta fix the mental issue.
Yeah, I think it's the mental issue. I don't believe that children should have their own gun. Like you said, because I know both of you train your kids. I love my guns too. But I don't think that you should give, toddlers, it's crazy. I
Yeah.
know that kids, use BB guns,
So
things
what's
like
the
that. That's
what's
a
the
big-
difference between a .22 BB gun and an AR-15 Junior?
That's what I mean. So like BB
The
guns
size
and
of the
things like
bullet
that
and
are
the
okay.
damage you can do. I could shoot you with a BB gun 40 times and you probably just have.
But that's what I'm saying. Times are changing
Yeah.
because
But the problem is,
a very
why would
good friend of
anyone
mine
shoot someone
who was
with
a
a
gun
BB gun?
enthusiast died a couple of years ago, and I sold his original .22 BB gun that was his grandfather's, and that's the one that he was taught to shoot in.
Mhm.
But my personal feeling is what goes against what you're saying is, in the UK we have 26,000 stabbings, but in the US, how many shootings do we get?
Do the UK have more access to guns than the US, or US has more access to guns?
US has a
US
lot more.
has
So
more
why do you
access.
think that number is on stabbings and versus guns? If y'all had the same amount of access to guns,
But
y'all would
I
be
am worried-
outrageously more.
But you have more deaths over here.
Well, of course, because they have more gun access to here.
I
Right,
think
so
that
But they're not stopping
then
anyone from that.
So then I think you should do something in relation to some sort of checks. There's
Oh, if you talk to any gun I want everyone to be checked for a gun.
right,
I wanna go through
and that's
30
the part
different
that's
processes.
the part that I find is so annoying with our politicians, because the majority of gun owners,
Mhm.
they want
100%.
checks.
Every single gun I bought, I make sure we do it completely. I don't do the gun show
Yeah.
BS thing or anything like that. But yeah,
I watched some videos of gun shows.
Mhm. It's a joke.
There's no check.
It's a
no
joke.
check at all.
And
And
there's-
the only thing they do is they make sure your gun
Yeah.
is not loaded.
Are
when
you
bring it
breathing?
in, and they just zip tie.
Yeah, or
your
duct tape it,
trigger.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But I will say the problem with it being marketed towards children is that children are already so desensitized to violence and things like that. It's already become normal, especially like
Just
with
look at the
video
video games.
games, exactly, and things like that. So with them already having access to the guns on the video games and things like that, I mean, with GTA, it's the most popular game in the world, right? And Call of Duty too. And so one of the big things in GTA is walking around getting, wanted stars and shooting pedestrians, shooting whoever. So then you translate that, a kid might be interested in guns, and that's why, you have the BB guns, you have the Nerf guns and things like that. That's a toy that you can play with. But if you then give them a deadly weapon like the AR-15 or the JR-15, whatever you want to freaking call it, then in their minds, that's still a toy because they're toddlers. Like they still don't have the mental capacity to understand the difference between.
But
the fact
as
that
an
it's a
adult, you
game.
still have the responsibility.
My kids,
Right.
Yeah, you
my
still
kids
do.
didn't know how to use a
So
restroom
if your kid
or
goes
put on
out-
clothes. I taught them. So every
Yeah,
single thing you
you
teach
do.
them, my kids know how to use every single
But
thing you
there's a
described.
woman-
Okay, so your kid goes out
Mhm.
and shoots somebody.
My kid would not do that unless they were defending themselves.
Well, if they did, who would be responsible?
The person that put the gun in their hand. Because my kids cannot get a gun without my fingerprints on the safe. But my kids know how to use a gun when I put them in their hands.
Okay, you're a responsible gun owner.
Yes,
There's
very,
Yeah.
very. Which
mean,
I've never met anyone that's used
As
a
a
gun.
parent,
that
you have
actually does it
you're
legally.
responsible for your children.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
we teach them to do everything.
Now, if your child
But you
has
would not purchase your kid a JR-15.
I bought my 10-year-old
Like-
the James Bond 389, the baby blue one, but it stays in my safe. That's the gun she wanted to learn to shoot with because that's the gun she wants to bring to college in 8-10 years.
Yeah, in a few
And
years.
she only and then do you accompany her?
I reach everywhere. No, my kids will never be able to take their guns on their own until they're after 20 or 21.
Okay. But you're a responsible gun owner, because that's not what all gun owners do.
Usually the ones that
and
are,
also like if your child has a mental, health issue, as a responsible parent, you shouldn't put
Let
them
me ask you a question.
in harm's way because number one, you're putting them in harm's way. Number two, you're putting yourself in harm's way if they have mental issues. Now, if they have mental issues and you put you let them have these guns, well, then that's the parent's fault,
Let me ask you a question.
unfortunately.
I know somebody who has a 16, 17-year-old boy. He always had his heart set to become a Marine.
Awesome.
Right? He's autistic and he's on medication, and the military turned him down
because it's a liability,
because
unfortunately.
he's on medication. What's your feeling on that? Do you think that's fair?
That is fair, unfortunately. That is, I mean, if you want to have the brave and proud to go protect us, you would want that to have no issue if we're training someone that already has an issue how to be a trained killer. Do you have an issue with that?
I don't know how I feel about it, to be perfectly honest. Because I think I'm a bit of a sentimentalist.
How would you
And I
feel if he
sorry
killed
for
someone
the
after
guy.
we trained him? Would you be mad?
Well,
I think
my personal feeling is I think they should try to find him something else where he's more suited to, in the Marines, because the Marines aren't just the Marines,
Yeah, they're all
jumping off helicopters and stuff like that.
first in the fight kind of thing.
But I'd like to he wants to fight for his country, he wants to be a patriot. His father was a Marine, and he's still working at it. They're working at getting him off the medications, but they don't know if that will, affect the military's decision. But he's still got his heart set on it.
most veterans come back with mental issues after
PTSD.
being in the war.
Yeah.
So
I
it
think
is
it's
one of those
issues
things
or
where-
a structure complex where they have been told what to do every single day for
And
5
all of a
to
sudden
10,
it's gone.
and now
I've
they're-
got to tell you something I want to add
It's
to
a
that.
mixture.
When
What does it?
when I went from an Olympic ice skater over to the normal life, alright, there was times when I couldn't handle it.
just
My attitude was, because it's a different era then, was pull your strings up on your boots and get on with it. But there was times when I really struggled with it, because you go from living in 5-star hotels, going to the British Embassy wherever you go,
yeah.
you live at the airport, you go to the ice rink, maybe 3 times a day for training. If you're in a competition, you might get 2 or 3 days off where you can go. I used to go to the museums, like when I went to Amsterdam, you just go to the interesting places in Amsterdam. And I love Amsterdam, that's my favourite city. But the truth of the matter is, then you have to adapt after that. There's a whole adaptation process. All of a sudden, I had decent money coming in when I turned pro. And you've got to learn to manage it. You've got to learn to do something with it. Lucky enough, my father was involved, so he helped me through that a little bit. Because I didn't want the control of it, I just gave it to him.
Yeah.
And I just tried to live my normal life. I bought a house, that was my first thing that I wanted to do. But it's very difficult to adjust to that. You know how many sports people you've got that have made millions of dollars and now they're living on the street.
A lot of people need the pattern, need the consistency of doing the same thing, and that's what's made them successful, like lacing your boots up kind of, right?
My way of controlling it was, I would literally work from 5 in the morning till sometimes 2, 3 o'clock at night. The students that I was teaching would come in and I would sleep on the floor of the manager's office on a Saturday night, because I could make some good money, and I'd work I used to work from 11 to 3, then I'd get up about 5 o'clock, and then I'd work from 5 to maybe 1 o'clock, and I'm on the ice all that time.
Yeah.
Maybe have a drink or a snack or a sandwich or something that I'd work through, and I would literally go home to my house, because gradually I bought a house, or I'd go home to my parents and just give them money and say, tell my dad, bank it.
Tell me what I have later.
Yeah. I don't want to know, because if you know what you got,
You'll
when you
keep
keep looking at
spending.
your bank account, you will spend it.
Yep. I said,
There's a comedian who does that. He's
stop
like, "I don't
watching,
know how
keep
much money I
adding.
have."
What's that?
There's a comedian who does that. He has no idea how much money he has. He just has an accountant, and he's just like, "Hey, can I go do this?"
They
And
say
that's
the
it.
biggest, you know what Warren Buffett says, the biggest mistake of investing in stocks is when you look at your stocks all the time.
I don't. I have no
Just
idea
put
what's in
it
my
in,
bank account number.
forget about it, and just,
But I do when I'm making some trades, when I get some of my friends, we talk and they give me some advice, and I'll start moving some things around. Then I'll start figuring out how much I can play with. But yeah, I don't look at it ever.
you just go, into my, at the moment it goes into either my real estate or I've got a Roth. So, anything else we need to talk about?
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Halloween
about
costumes.
some DIY last minute costumes. Do you guys have your costumes for Halloween? Are you guys dressing up for Halloween?
I'm gonna be a broke dad, with kids.
Steven said he hates Halloween, so
I think Halloween is one of the biggest
More than Valentine's Day?
Do you know what I can't stand is Halloween. You go walk in your stores and then you get Halloween. All right, all the Halloween stuff comes out. And when does that come out? July?
No, August, mid-August.
Right.
Yeah, and
so then you've got Halloween.
And then the next day it's 50% off.
Oh, no. Hold on. No. I went
That's
to
fine.
Home Depot a week last Sunday, and it's got all the Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I also went there. I bought some more.
It's just ridiculous.
You know the Bible store? There, the Christian store. There's, just certain Christian stores.
Mm-hmm.
They put up their Christmas decorations during Halloween, and they sell them 50% off to try to combat people from buying Halloween decorations.
I think Kirkland is one of these, right?
Hobby Lobby.
I don't think Hobby Lobby. I mean,
Hobby Lobby
probably
had
has a
Christmas trees at 50% off.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
And
because they
then,
want you to get
once
early.
it's like Thanksgiving, it should be 4 times more.
Back up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just think
I bought a
I
Christmas
just-
tree like 2 years ago. Christmas
I
bread,
just
and
think
it was
it's nuts. People. I think a lot of it depends as well how old your children are, in all fairness. But I mean,
I'm
in
still
our
a child. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
in our name, that was a good store.
I love
That was a really good store. When I was at the Wales National, I think there was a
People are
Hey.
there was
happier.
a big one next.
When we
Some
buy
parents
toys
get
from-
margaritas on
What?
when you go trick or treating.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
baby-
there's some neighbors that give out margaritas.
yeah.
Kids
No,
are
like,
so big now. I can trick or treat.
if y'all have not gone to
They
Front
reckon the
Road
average
for
age of
Christmas
trick
or
or
Halloween,
treat
come
is
by.
between
It's
12 and
crazy.
16.
They're giving out like full-size candy bars, margaritas for the adults. Everyone's on golf carts. It's like
My attitude.
every
is
house has
slap-
haunted houses.
slap 'em
Everywhere.
on the
Invite
head and tell 'em to
Steven
get off.
over.
Oh, Steven, you just sit outside
Steven,
and we're gonna watch
You gotta
movies
go
on the
visit
garage.
Chase.
Hey?
Go visit Chase's
Yeah, come
area.
see me.
Great. Where's your
I don't-
area?
I don't Harvest Green, but we go to Pecan Grove. So we just golf cart over to Pecan
There you
Grove,
go.
and we do it, and we watch a movie on the garage and pass out candy.
That's so funny.
Get off my property. That's what I'm going to say to them.
That is so evil.
Well, if you stand at the front of your driveway, technically, they're
Just
only
turn
gonna
off
be on
all
the
your
public.
lights
Hey,
if you don't want to be
I live in a
bothered.
gated. I live in a gated. My house is in literally a gated community.
They will
We
still
have our own
get to
gated
you.
community. Get the hell out of here.
They're gonna
They're
still
still
get
gonna
you.
get
There's
you.
kids
They're
in
gonna
your gated
go.
community.
Yeah, and that's actually the best place to go because you guys have a full-size candy bars. I don't think you understand that you're in the worst area. More people are going.
Just turn your
Look,
lights
I'm
off,
fat.
Steven.
Okay, I'm a fat kid from camp. I know where to go.
Yeah,
When I want to get the
like-
good candy, you bring your pillow sack, not like a bag or anything, because it'll rip.
We went to.
Your IKEA bag.
Oh yeah, like 74 parts. Yeah.
Like, what?
Who gives me a Tootsie Roll? Like, don't talk to me.
That is so funny, Steven. You're gonna get hit. Someone's gonna.
Or turn
They're
off
gonna
your
TP
lights.
your house.
Yeah.
Turn off your
They won't
lights.
be able to. The trees are too far away.
You can buy the TP gun. It shoots like 100 feet in the air.
That's funny.
And if you're in a gated community, these kids probably have money. They could probably purchase on Amazon the day before.
Right, the night before. They'll do it the day after. Like, that guy
Yeah.
didn't give me
Do.
that
They're gonna wake up and be like, all that toilet paper wasted. I could have used all of it.
That is so. Laura, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
Me?
Yeah.
We're not doing Halloween. We're
Oh, what a hypocrite.
We're not.
You turn around to me and you say all that stuff.
No,
that was
no,
me
no, no,
saying
no,
it. She was
no.
just laughing at me.
I actually give out candy like every year, but this year the girls want to do something totally different.
They
So
just
we're
want to
just
do alcohol.
no, they just want to do Harry Potter. They just want
They
to
watch
binge
the
watch
movies?
Harry Potter. So that's what we're gonna do.
I went to the Disney thing with the Harry Potter. My kids are big into that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There was a Harry Potter ball from December to January. It was really, really cool.
Let me ask you a
Really?
question. Do you
Yeah.
think Halloween has been commercialized too much?
Yes.
Everything, yeah.
Everything else.
Everything.
Everything.
Every holiday is.
Even
And the
Juneteenth got
Americans just suck it
commercialized.
Huh?
I said even Juneteenth got commercialized. That's crazy.
I feel like
I think every
Americans suck up
holiday.
anything to make them happy.
What's that?
To like blind what's going on to make them happy, to be distracted.
It's just consumerism.
Yeah.
But I like candy, so let's not get rid of this one, please. Like, you know.
I do like
Halloween.
candy. I also like to dress up,
What are you gonna be?
costumes.
I don't like
I was gonna.
scary stuff.
Like
Oh yeah.
movies. Boo.
No, like there's this guy that comes with his kids every year by my house, and he's wearing those big stocks things, and he's dressed like
The clown.
no, like completely in black with this face that glows, and it's very scary. And he always has this thing. I'm gonna show you a video next time, but he actually has that smoke that comes out of like
That's
his.
crazy. You gotta throw rocks.
Like
at
he
him
goes
next time.
all out, but it's very creepy every year. Like
Ew.
it's creepy.
That's
I'll
terrible.
show you a video next time, but
Let me ask you, it's different over here because you've got Thanksgiving. In Europe, we don't have Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, in Europe, the Christmas decorations will probably go up December 1st.
normally
then-
it's after Thanksgiving.
It's usually the day after.
The day after Thanksgiving dinner.
What, over here?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm talking about Europe.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so
December 1st.
in Europe, December 1st is when they go up. We have Christmas Eve, and then we have Christmas Day, but then we have something called Boxing Day. And the tradition of that is we're supposed to get our gifts on Christmas Day, but we exchange boxes on Boxing Day. And we open the boxes on Boxing Day. What do you, I mean, over here,
Boxing Day, is that like when you interchange?
we exchange the boxes and then we open the boxes. We keep them overnight on Christmas.
Oh, so you don't open your gifts?
No,
You
Well-
get your gifts, but don't open your gifts.
correct. And then we exchange boxes on Boxing Day, and we open them on Boxing Day.
I think
Interesting.
Christmas is for children.
I do
Or
too.
wives.
I do too.
I don't even know what a gift I've gotten in Christmas in the last like 10, 15 years.
I mean, your wife's never bought you a car.
No, I buy my cars.
I bought my wife a car.
My wife bought
For
a
Christmas?
purse and some shoes.
You bought her a debt.
A Mercedes.
Well,
Oh,
if he's paying them.
no. I paid for it from day one
Uh-huh. See, that's different. Yeah, that's what I
to
would
day
get.
72.
Wait, yeah, I have not got one good gift in probably 10, 15 years. Boxers or socks.
And then when I asked my wife what she's buying me for Christmas, she said, "You've already got your gift. You've got me."
That's what I hear. You want to put a bow on me?
Laura's like, well, what else do you want?
I
Hey,
didn't-
there's your answer.
I
No,
didn't
there
feel
you-
like we were going to get
You're
any
like-
ground on that one at all.
We don't get no support.
Well, yeah,
for that
we were
one.
done on that one the whole way.
I mean, y'all did marry these ladies. So.
Yeah, like-
Oh, wow.
I mean, we tried our best.
No, but y'all don't do, because, like, well, at least, you know, in my family, we grew up, everybody would get, like, would do their little list, and we would
Oh,
do
like
elves.
like White Santa.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Or White Elephant, right?
Like for adults, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny.
No, like you have a
Most
little-
of the time is alcohol
Yeah, that's what it always is.
for Christmas.
Yeah, and I'm like,
It's like, what do you want? Oh,
you-
I want the two
you bought
two
me a
amigos
problem.
or whatever, and I'm like,
There was one year when I worked in an office, there was the white elephant, and someone did it as a joke. Someone thought it was just, you were supposed to do joke gifts only, you know? So he made bread shoes. He got loaves of bread, and he carved them out to put your feet in.
wait,
And
that
so-
sounds actually pretty funny.
It was funny, but he was so embarrassed because he was like, well, you guys said white elephant. It was supposed to be a joke. Because I guess there's two meanings. One is the joke one where you're supposed to get
Oh.
stupid gag gifts. And then the other one is where, you know, you close your eyes and you're able to steal a gift from each other. He was so upset. But,
funny.
so Sweetest Day was on the 21st or something. Which is when you're supposed to, it's the male version of Valentine's Day. Because Valentine's Day is supposed to be for women and Sweetest Day is supposed to be for men.
what?
Most people don't celebrate it. This one asked me to give him a gift for Sweetest Day, and this is what I got.
You know, you're funny.
It's just like, you should show Laura.
Mm-mm. No,
It's just
girl.
like a broadcasting shirt.
Shirt with my face all
6
over
different
it.
times.
It's a great gift. He hated it.
I think we should figure out how to get this shirt made. We should all wear it one day.
Everyone should wear it. I'm getting everyone.
I'll just wear it one day. Like for
That's
the
our Christmas
party?
present?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna wear it. Yeah.
If you get a gift for me, but these are some DIY costumes that you can do. Back to the
I think
costume.
there's going to be a lot of Barbies. That's what I think because
Yeah.
Barbie was a big hit, so
It
that's
was
what I
good.
think.
It was not even good a movie.
No,
And it wasn't even for kids. At all wasn't for kids. Not even a little bit.
It was not really that great of a movie. I feel like it was so overhyped. It was ridiculous, actually. And then when I went, I was like, this sucks. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was like,
I'm so glad I bootlegged it.
yeah, I movie hopped it. So,
What in
Movie hop too, so.
the? You kind of download a bootleg, watch it for free.
no. What I did is I went to the theaters and I went to go see a different movie. And then
Oh,
we
she
went
actually
to
did break the
Oh,
law.
okay.
She broke an entering without
Yeah.
paying for it. Yeah.
Yep. A tie-dye goes.
Did you bring in free candy and snacks too?
Of course.
that's cute.
No, but that's why
I bought
that's why she
popcorn.
bought endless popcorn.
Of course.
And
And the
I
endless
forgot
ices. I love that.
popcorn.
Refill.
I wore pink too. That's not the movie that I was gonna go see. What is this? An airhead? That's stupid.
Well, that's kind of the point.
Oh, yeah.
That's cute.
That's definitely.
Party animal. That's funny. What? She's two different animals. This is a zebra thing, and she's wearing a cheetah shirt. I don't agree. This is dumb. Fried egg. I feel like this is not a DIY costume.
Oh no, I was expecting.
And this guy didn't even try. This is Star Wars costume.
You put a wand in his hand and it's Star Wars.
I,
You'd think Darth Vader would be in the picture,
right.
or Luke Skywalker.
Pasta. Okay, and she's got pasta in her hand.
That's an old English sheepdog.
That's what your lady dog looks like. 90s teen costume. This is 80s.
I was gonna say that is not 90s. She has those Punky Rooster shoes.
Right, and the boombox. A colorful boombox.
That's what I thought I was gonna see.
Yeah, this is cute.
That's cute.
Yeah, this is adorable.
That's cute too.
One of my daughters is doing a Harry Potter, then one of them is doing a girl Batwoman. Or is it Batman?
Batgirl?
Is it Batgirl?
Catwoman?
Cat? No, it's Batgirl.
There's a bat.
Batgirl. Yeah, she's like Batman's cousin. There you go, Steven. This is perfect for you.
There you go. Where's Batman? Back there.
No, Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh, you leave West out of this, okay?
Click
He's
the one.
a
Click the one that I've just send you.
Look, Steven.
They're probably the same height.
I just clicked through the last one.
You just put the AR-15 one again.
No, I did. Did I?
I think you did.
I saw it come up again.
What is this? A basic
Witch's
nice.
costume. She does not look like a witch.
She looks like a.
Oh, that's cute.
Is that cotton candy?
Yeah, and I feel like you can actually do this. Stranger Things.
Mm-mm.
Carrie. Do you guys remember the movie Carrie?
No.
Never heard of it.
It's scary? No.
It's not really scary. It's just about a girl who got bullied and then she like got superpowers and set her school on fire. But it wasn't like a terrifying horror movie. It was just like
You know.
this lady looks like a witch. That's better. I don't know what the other person was doing. There you go, Laura. Perfect.
There you
That
go.
actually seems like a lot of work. I'd rather just go
Just-
buy. I'd go buy a $6 Walmart.
Buy it
costume.
at
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby. Don't even paint
Party
it.
City.
Party
Or what's the one?
City.
Spirit. Oh.
Oh yeah. I could do this. I got the hair. Boom.
So you're gonna dress up? Is what you're saying?
I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. I have a bunch of face paint. We'll see.
You can buy a costume at Walmart for like $11,
I mean,
and a huge bag of candy for like $67. They're so expensive this year.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
It's
what I was
like 40, 50 bucks.
Usually I get like
Last-
3. Now I'm
the
gonna
last
get
link.
1.
I'm not putting.
Candy. I
Yeah,
went to
look, this is
HEB
the
and
best
they
costume
were.
that you can wear. Go on, there you go.
Oh my God, Steven.
Yeah. I'm not putting that on the podcast.
Go on. Are you
Oh,
t-
there's a
No.
limit now?
No.
Go on.
There should be a limit.
Like, I mean, at what point have we not crossed a line?
Go on.
Today we haven't.
I just been pretty good
Have you
today.
clicked it? Did it show?
No, it's not showing. It's giving us an Amazon error.
Yeah.
It's like
trying to get me
it's saying it's not appropriate.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's
This is a ridiculous costume.
yeah.
I
mean,
mean,
how else is-
honestly, if there's a guy walking down your street, would you give him candy?
Well, if it's like a 6-year-old
No.
wearing that, I would high five the dad and then give him candy.
That is so crazy.
That's just so inappropriate.
It's the most
Well,
ridiculous
And that had to come from Steven.
Wait, if you
Yeah,
think
I mean,
that's
honestly.
inappropriate, let's look at the girl version of that like partnership, right? Like
All right, let's see.
the girls'
It's right
outfits.
below it.
It's
The
just
girl
bullshit.
outfits are just ridiculous. Like that's not bad. I've seen a lot worse though.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just stickers.
No. The girl's cute. The girls are cute.
Why? Whoa, we cannot be sexist.
Yes, we can.
If a girl sees a guy with a rub me, she might think that's cute.
What are some of the comments on it?
There's no comments. It's just people's reviewing. I don't think anyone
Reviewing
actually
something
purchased
else.
this.
Oh god, I hope it's sold out.
There's a lot of 5-star reviews.
It says not a good fit. No, this is for this one. There's not that many 5-star reviews. There's only 2 reviews. That one was for the women's costume. That was
Oh,
for the-
okay.
Yeah, that had a lot of reviews.
Yeah.
Typically, men don't put reviews.
Yeah, and I feel like for the most part, guys don't really wear costumes. The most that they'll do with the costume is like, I feel like I've seen so many Rick from Rick and Morty costumes. That's like the most popular costume.
Right now?
Rick Sanchez, yeah.
It's a great show.
It's a good show. Men really like that show. But, yeah, I don't know. These costumes are not, I feel like those DIY costumes, you just should purchase them. Like,
There were some that were cute for the kids, but
Yeah.
not so much.
for the adults, I don't know. But,
You are. Click the last one.
I do
Okay.
have a Temu link.
I hate to cut it short, but I actually have to roll now
Okay.
to go up north
That's okay.
for
Here's 2 minutes.
a meeting. Well, I've actually seen that costume.
It's a
The
great
the
costume.
yeah, and
I think that's cute.
so it's it's like a fan in it the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like you're walking and you're pretty cool, like as far as what he told me, but it was actually where it looked like an alien was carrying him,
I like
and,
this
and,
one.
and he was like on the back or something.
See, I think that's cute.
That's one right there. That's it. Yeah, like, it looked like he was like doing like a piggyback ride on the alien.
That's funny.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
that's what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wrap it up. You've got to leave. You've got an appointment. I've got a few things to do downstairs as well. So we're going to wrap it up. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. Share us. We're on all the platforms, so we would appreciate your support and share it to the various platforms. So from Steve Williams, host of the show. First of all, I'd like to thank Laura. Laura, like to how do we get hold of you?
Hello, you can get a hold of me at laura@lspmortgage.com or social media.
Okay. And what's your angle on social media? Is it Laura Zuniga?
Yeah,
Okay.
Laura Zuniga.
All right. Just asking. Just asking. Okay. And how do we get a hold of you, sir?
Chase, you can call me directly, 832-630-7467. I don't do social media.
You don't do social media. Okay. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Sorry we was a bit late today, but we were sort of in 2 minds whether to do the show because of different things that was going on. But I want to thank you all. We look forward to seeing you next week. We'll be here at 10:30 or thereabouts. But until next week, thumbs up, stay healthy, stay calm, be good to people. There's a lot of good people out there. And
Pass out candy.
Yeah, pass out your candy. Take care.